Hey friends, today I'm excited to take you to my hometown where I was born and raised to visit a orchard that my family went to all the time. And I'm just going to take you through and let you see some of the stuff. It's so nostalgic for me to be back to my hometown, and it's funny because nothing has really changed, but I wanted to show you some of the things that they have for sale here. They have a lot of mixes, fresh vegetables. They also have a lot of fruits as well, and they also bring in some fresh baked breads from Amish farms, and they have some baked goods and cookies and a lot of preserves and jams and pickles and all of that stuff. There's a lot of local books talking about just different things in the county and the state. And there you go, there's some snickerdoodles. I'm so surprised Michaela did not request those. That's her favorite cookie. I found this very interesting. It was a pecan cracker, and they also had their original cider press from, I think it was the early 40s or 50s. I know that I did record the date on there. There was a lot of cute little notes on here to give you a little bit of history about the whole machine. So there you are, seeing the date 1950. So it's really amazing to see how it was all originally done, and just, things have progressed so much since then, but it's always great to see where things originated from. And this is a pretty sizable store. Like I said, they do have like locally made honey and jams, jelly, and syrup, just pretty much anything that you would desire coming into a orchard, farmer's market, whatever you want to label this as. And I was so tempted to get these pickled garlic, but I refrained. I just didn't know if I would love them, and it was an awful big jar in case I didn't. This was also catching my eye, but I didn't pick it up. I do have a haul here at the end, so make sure you stay tuned. And I apologize, I'm so sick with a head cold right now, so if anything sounds funky, that is why. But I'm just gonna let you finish watching, and I'll be back in a minute. They do have a little bit of something for everyone. They showcase local artisans as well. And I was tempted to also get this coffee, but I did not for pour over, but it all looked so nice. And then they have Indian corn here, and then they have their own Amish popcorn seasoning, more pickles. I'm surprised we didn't come home with a carload of these, but they all looked so good. And look how giant that relish jar is. I can't handle it. Here we are with the butter topping, the seasoning, and the corn straight from Amish country. It is just so amazing, and the prices here are so good. I'm sure you guys have been taking note on that, but I love that they also had gluten-free cider, and here is where you can make your own peanut butter. You can press it out yourself, and then here are where they keep all of the apples and nuts. These bags of apples were massive, and the price, I'm still just so shocked how cheap the apples were here. There was an abundance of different types of apples too. And then what we really liked here was they had free recipes for just any kind of apple recipe that you could even imagine. You could just take all of the recipes for free. They just printed out several copies of each one, and I did bring some of those home, so maybe I'll try them later on after the first of the year. Of course, we couldn't pass up that cherry apple cider milkshakes, and I was kind of leery about how it was going to taste, but just you wait.
first reaction. Is it good, Michaela? Okay, so we have drove around the parking lot a little bit to try to find some good lighting to share what we got with you guys. As you saw, we made the cherry apple cider milkshakes, and I have to say, I'm not a huge fan of cherry flavored things, but this is not an artificial cherry flavored thing. It has a natural Bing cherry or a dark cherry flavor, but it's not overpowering. You do get the hints of cider, and it is mixed with vanilla ice cream, and it has this perfect smooth consistency. It is a little gritty, but in the best way. It's not it's like a very smooth, gritty taste or whatever. So this was a 10 out of 10. I almost didn't get it. We actually wanted to get some fresh apple cider, but where it settles at the bottom, it just looked too funky for me, and I was having an issue with it. So I didn't get it, although I'm sure it was fine. So I'm going to share the rest of the things that we did get with you guys, and I wish that it was a day where we could take a tour of the orchard, but that's usually reserved for mostly school trips and things like that. So we just perused the store, and of course, one of my favorite things to get this time of year, and I usually make them myself, but because we're here and this is a place that I used to frequent so much when I was younger, my mom used to come here at least once every week, every other week, and we always got apple cider or whatever, like frozen concoction like today's thing that there was. But we did pick up 2 of these to share. And I apologize, sirens have been going here for a few minutes. Not sure what's going on, but they're pretty loud, so I apologize if they pipe in. We just hope everybody's okay. The next thing that Damon picked up was the Appleacres banana chips, and they're just regular banana chips, and that's probably overpriced. But, you know, when you're here, he got these to go with something else specific that he did get, which is fresh made salted peanut butter. And they do press or grind this, however they do it, whatever it is, they do make it here on site, and you can get it salted or unsalted. So he got the banana chips to try the peanut butter. And I don't like the smell of peanut butter anymore at all. It makes me want to gag, but I'm kind of intrigued of what this smells like, you know, because we get the highly processed peanut butter in the grocery store, and I'm sure there's a huge difference. Oh wow, this looks pretty thick. Hold on, sorry. Oh man, that actually smells amazing. It just smells, do you want to try it? He's digging in. It smells so good. So you can see the consistency of it there. It doesn't look that appetizing, but you can definitely tell that it is, you know, like fresh made. It's not super oily. Super intrigued. I'm gonna try some first without the banana. So we'll see how it goes. I pray that I don't throw up. Well, it's very thick. I would say it's chunky, but there's not big chunks. It's very small. You can probably see it if I can get it close enough. Some of like the chunky pieces in there. They're very, very small. We'll see. Ow.
That's good.
It's a little drier than our typical peanut butter. Well, I think that if you mixed it with a little bit of honey on some crackers, I think it would be
Jam.
absolutely delicious. I don't know if I want it on a peanut butter sandwich or not, seeing as I don't eat that anymore, but I could definitely see how it could use a little love from some honey.
Yeah, but it doesn't have that aftertaste
of processed peanut butter. I get it. It was a great purchase. That was only $3.95 for that, and then the banana chips were $2. Our milkshakes were, his was $2.80 because he got the large, and ours was like it was under $2 for Michaela's and mine. The next thing we did get was their apple butter. My mom used to make her own apple butter, and I miss that so much. And I could make it. I know how. It's not that hard. but I just wanted to pick up some from our hometown, and it'll be great with English muffins. And not only did we get apple butter, but we picked up some no sugar added pumpkin butter. And I know there's all kinds of glare and reflections and everything. The apple butter was $6.50 and the no sugar added was $6.70. Bless you. Bless you. And I like to make I also like to make a hot pepper jelly dip. So you just basically take cream cheese and mix in hot pepper jelly. And they had some here, so I went ahead and grabbed it because I love stuff that's made instead of processed. I love stuff that's made in like farms. So this is the jalapeno pepper jelly, and it's red, if you can see that a little bit. It's kind of like, I don't know. It's hard to see. I can see it over here where it's glowing through, but it's really, there we go. Maybe there's a little bit of the color there. But yeah, like I said, I'd rather have something that's more pure and not overly processed. And yeah, pure cane sugar, jalapeno peppers, white vinegar, minced onion, and then salt, citric acid, and pectin. So not any of the junk that you don't need. And then the last thing that we picked, no, it's not the last thing. I'm sorry, I forgot there's another bag down here. But Damon picked up these bread and butter pickles, but they call them bread and butter cucumber slices. And so I'm not sure. This is also made in Indiana as well. St. Joe, Indiana. I've never heard of that. But anyway, he picked up these bread and butter pickles. They look well seasoned. Lots of mustard seed in there. So I like their little label. Their packaging is nice. It's really cool. It's very 1980s kitchen. Let's get that like kitchen towel pattern that all the moms had in the 80s. So that was cute. And then let me put these up over here so I don't break them. All right, the last two things we have are pretty much the same, but I will show you them both. This is Bramble Bakery from Lagodi, Indiana, and it's the extra wide noodles, and this is basically from the Amish farms, and I love Amish noodles. Sometimes you can find them at Walmart, but I mean these came straight from there, so this makes me super happy. This was $5.50 for the extra wide, and then I did get a bag of the wide noodles. And yeah, these were $5.50 as well. So these were all like locally made and everything, and it makes me so happy. And my day was made because I got to see multiple horse and buggies today. And I never saw that when I lived here, but Damon said that more and more Amish families are here, and it makes my heart very happy. There were some beautiful Amish people where we were shopping today, and I was so giddy.
Screamed like a schoolgirl.
I did. I screamed when we went for breakfast this morning. There was a horse and a buggy in the McDonald's parking lot, and I screamed and I took photos, and I was so happy. And if I can remember, I will insert them here in this video, but I just wanted to share this place with you because it's such a wonderful memory from my childhood, and I'm so amazed that it's still here after all of these years. I don't know what year it actually started here, but I will find that information. Hopefully I've done it in a voiceover, but it was so wonderful to be back here to experience a part of this. And you guys, I bet that was a 10-15 pound bag of apples for $11, and every part of me wanted to buy a bag. But you definitely don't get apples that cheap where we live, and I was just completely stunned at all of the vegetables I wanted to bring home, and I wish that we could, but I don't think that they would be good by the time we got home.
1949.
Oh, so he just looked it up, and they actually have been in business since 1949. So God bless them. I hope that they continue to prosper. And just looking out over the orchard here, it makes me so happy. And I was so thrilled to be able to share that with you guys today, and I hope that you enjoyed this little video and I enjoyed hanging out with you guys. If you've not yet subscribed and you would like to see more content like this, please make sure that you're subscribing and comment below if there's anything that you would like to see us go out and do. If there's any videos that you would love to see, we would love to make them for you. So we hope that you have a blessed day, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye.